Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Defense, get out the field, defense.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 40. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
That's good for a 49er first down. 26 months. At the 40-yard line.
You better be afraid of me.
On first down, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Packers 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Garoppolo now. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Go! Hey, Mike 20. Hey, gun. That's going to be a long...
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
11.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 21. Kill. Lock. Hey, Delta.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Coleman now. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 20.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. On first down, Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And an alley to run. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Let's go.
On third down, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as it... Guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Garoppolo on first down. Being chased out left. Deep ball for Goodwin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Here we go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on to 43.
He's not going to get me.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Here we go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. To try again after the sack. Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15, but it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Packers.
Watch 26.
Rodgers now on first down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Solomon Thomas picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Rodgers now to throw. He completes it to Nelson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
I got you.
second down. It's Coleman. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Garoppolo just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now it's Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
I'm coming after you.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
18. Hey, 626.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
1, Omaha. 26, Mike. 26. Hey, Echo. Tackle.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Nick Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now left side on the swing pass. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Go ahead.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here we go. Hey, get
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo, he's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 48 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And it's a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2000...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here? Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Completes it to Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.